Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to qualifying for round 3 of PRL. We're in P6 at this point, but unfortunately we just had a complete freeze. As I went to the XMB to figure things out, I got blue screened. Thankfully I was able to reconnect mid-session and get back into my car, even more luckily, with time for a final run. And indeed, this is the pole lap. I'll sit back and let you guys enjoy. So that would be pole, ultimately purple in all 3 sectors, but somewhat ominously, the race winner from Bahrain, Mystic Joker, is in P2 on the soft compound tyre. That's going to be a strategic influence, definitely, and also this will be, as I held by the lights and people are already going past me, there's a collision behind, and I apologise to everyone who was involved in that, probably from the disconnect and rejoin has caused that, because I've seen that glitch before. Anyhow, there's a disconnected Red Bull that we were able to pick the position off straight away. We have in front of us Mystic Joker, of course, India Man, and Nick Dahi, who gets poor traction out of that complex there, and we might be able to sneak around the outside if we can brake late enough. And it appears we've passed his McLaren. India Man is up next, and still on the first lap we're able to pick him off down into this heavy braking zone into the final sector. So just one car ahead now, and it's Mystic Joker who goes fastest. We'll stick to plan A, thanks Jeff, and that is to pit on lap 4. We have a couple of cars to overtake, namely Nick Dahi, who probably should have pitted the previous lap to get rid of those super softs, as he seems to be struggling quite a lot. There he goes into the pit lane now. And we released ultimately to catch the Sauber of Reaper, who has no grip to defend because he's been on those tyres since the start. Mystic Joker was undercut by us, but of course he has better tyre condition at this point, and with a slight pace advantage in the race, he was able to get back past with the assistance of DRS. And both of us go past the 2-stopping Force India here of Eric Garchi, who, well, I think it had been 2-stopping. I'm not sure by the end with the rain. It was definitely starting out like it was going to be a 2-stop. Onto the soft tyre we go, and we emerge in P2, which led me to believe that P2 would be my minimum finishing position. And that was encouraging, going past Mystic Joker once again, as he put on the soft compound tyre. Toro Rosso made a pretty slow stop there, but it was already destroying my race, the fact that I actually made that pit stop. And this one as well, far too early, as evidenced here by the McLaren going past on dry tyres while I'm on intermediates. So the strategy went all wrong, and eventually everyone else came out on intermediates, and you see ahead the race winner from Australia in the McLaren is out in front of us on far less worn intermediates. He pushes on to come P2, Mystic Joker, of course, wins with quite a large margin in the end. Well done to those two guys. We finished in P3, just like we did when we had pole in Australia. So slightly disappointing, but there you go. Next race is in Russia. I've been Jacko. See you guys then.